And welcome again to After Dark. Thank you for joining us on this, what will be the last After Dark, at least for some time. So, it's going to be fun. Thank you for watching for the last 4 years, too. And we've had something like, what, 1,400 guests, talked to a whole stack of good people, and some great music, too. We'll have some good music tonight, and what we'll do is look at some of the videotape highlights with people like Martha Davies, Angry Anderson, John Cooper Clarke, Laura Branigan, Iggy Pop, Ignatius Jones, Hazy Fantasy, Billy Idol, and many, many more. Okay, let's see who we've got first up out of our videotape highlights. We'll go with Martha Davies, then Angry Anderson, and John Cooper Clarke is back with us on After Dark. Doesn't it get a little boring that you might be asked the same questions time in, time out?
I think I have this fabulous capacity of, like, no memory, which makes it really wonderful for me because, like, people can ask me what year the band started, and I swear to this day I can't remember what. So, 76? No, it was early 75. No. I don't know. I like talking to people, and so it's just...
So it's not a repetitive.
And there's always a different aspect to a question. So when you answer a question, it can be one thing, you know. There's standards, kind of, but then every now and then you get bored of a standard, so you have to come up with something different. I didn't start writing until I was about 15, and didn't even get in a band until I was about 20, so I'm relatively a late bloomer in terms of, yeah.
So that it was guitar and you're singing at home more than anything else?
Oh, I was scared to death.
You had?
Because I'd already used the guitar for such a long time as some kind of solace and some place to go when I was feeling a little down and out. It sort of followed suit that when things like that happened, I would go back and I would write about it rather than having it, you know, just... In fact, one of the best songs I ever wrote, I think, which will never ever be heard, is about when my mom committed suicide. And
oh, was your mom?
Yeah, and it was just something like after I got to clean up her apartment, you know, I found this note that said, "Where are you now?" And I wrote a song about that, which I've only played a couple of times for a few people, and like everybody breaks down and cries, so it's like a waste of time. Right. But at least when you have emotions like that, you know, you want to put them somewhere. You know, it's so beautiful to be able to go to an instrument and be able to do it.
We were going to Greece, Italy, Yugoslavia, and a couple of other places, and they really objected to us on a political value.
Right.
Oh, beats me.
Doing it again?
No, I'm really being serious about this, you know what I mean? I really mean this. I love looking at myself on television.
Aww.
See how he holds
Angry crew.
Come on.
Blemished I may be. Back maybe.
What are the audiences over there like? How do they differ to the audiences that you work to here? The audiences in those countries you've worked.
Seriously.
Yeah.
30 seconds of seriousness. The great thing about European and or overseas audiences are that they realise their function at a gig. And they fulfil their function.
Which is?
It's being the supporter of this band or whatever band they come to see, you know what I mean? Whether it's a support act or the main act. They realise they're there to support the band via buying the product, the album, etc., etc., and turn up on the night and see them play live. Right. And that's not where it begins and ends, because where it begins and ends for them is they go out to pay an exorbitant lot of money to buy albums, to buy T-shirts, to buy whatever, to get in the gig, and all they really want to do is get there for that hour and a quarter and have a really, really good time.
How would you describe yourself? Can you?
I prefer punk poet myself. Yeah? It's a bit more alliterative, isn't it?
Can you remember the first time that you walked onto a stage and did your poetry at a rock sort of venue, you know, with rock bands?
Yeah, it was a discotheque in a place called Openshaw, which is a kind of very industrialised part of Manchester. I was stabbed in the leg.
You had a broken arm, you'd fallen off the stage or been pushed. Have you had many accidents like that?
It's a wonder I'm still here, you know, yeah.
What sort of other things have happened to you?
I fell out of a train once, broke my ankle.
Were you reciting at the time?
No, I was keeping quiet at the time.
Anything else?
What, injury-wise?
Yeah.
I got knocked off a motorbike once, you know.
Not while you were...
I'll do anything to be compared to Bob Dylan. I mean, you won't believe the hotels they put him in, you know. I went to see the manager last night. I said, I come to see you about the roof. He says, what about it? I said, I want one. I said, I'll have pneumonia in the morning. He said, you'll have cornflakes like every... Right, this is cool. Well, the title appears on the very last line. Like a nightclub in the morning, you're the bitter end. Like a recently disinfected shithouse, you're clean round the bend. You give me the horrors, too bad to be true. All of my tomorrows are lousy 'cause of you. You put the shat in shatter, you put the pain in Spain. Your germs are splattered about, your face is just a stain. You're certainly no raver, commonly known as a drag. Do us all a favour, here, wear this polythene bag. You're like a dose of scabies, I've got you under my skin. You make life a fairy tale, grim, a sumo wrestler's armpits, I've nothing on your shoes. Show me any two half-wits and they're twice as smart as you. I think about thrombosis. Every time we touch, I say you have acute halitosis. You say thank you very much. You're very pleasant. I know it's just a fad. Your very presence makes me really mad. I hear your knock up on my door. I've got to get out of town. I hit the lights, I hit the floor, I turn the TV down. People mention murder. The moment you arrive, I'd consider killing you if I thought you were alive. You've got this slippery quality. It makes me think of phlegm and a dual personality. I hate both of them. Your bad breath, Vamps disease, destruction, tooth decay. Please, 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 please take yourself away like a death at a birthday party. You have to spoil the fun like a sucked and spat out smarty. You're no use to anyone. Like the Black Widow spider in the recess of disgrace. Speaking as an outsider, what do you think of the human race? You went to a progressive psychiatrist. He recommended suicide before scratching your bad name off his list and pointing away outside. Laughter from the playground breaks your bleeding heart. You're heading for a breakdown, better pull yourself apart. Your dirty name is passed about when something goes amiss. Your attitudes are platitudes, they make me want to piss. What kind of creature bore you? Was it some kind of bat? They can't find a good word for you, but I can. Swat.